you want to grab from the right side of it. Reach down, grab a weight right here, and take that and throw it up over your shoulder, right along your neck, right there. Now you have two lines coming down, okay? Reach your hand in here, and just like my other method, we're not throwing it over our shoulders, we're not doing any of this stuff, that we don't do that. We take it and carefully sort it, so we're putting it over our hands. And as we work around, see my hand is moving as I'm picking up more leads. My hand is moving in a circular motion around that net. And that allows you to lay the leads perfectly, right like this. I'll show you guys an angle from this side. You can see how my leads are hanging over my arm. So now that you have them laid out over your hand, you then transfer it to your leg, and you can kind of, if you need to paddle your canoe or if you need to just be waiting to see bait, you can hold your net like this. You're basically cocked and ready to go. So you have your lead here. Make sure that those front leads are free, and then reach in, and you want to kind of do it with the scissors. You put the net between your middle finger and your pointer finger. You reach in and you grab that bundle right here. Now you see how clean that is? It's a perfect grip position right there. And then with this front, with these two fingers, you grab your lead line or a weight or whatever you want. And then you have your net basically loaded. Now, there is a trick to this, and if you don't know the trick, it's not going to open for you. Now, you see how my leads are hanging almost in a perfect line, but my front lead needs to come to the outside, okay? And I'm kind of holding it to the outside by holding that weight on top out. Now this will allow it to fan, which is what we really want. So you want to have balance in your posture, straight up and down, feet shoulder width apart, okay? And you want to rock your lead weights back, all the way back, come up and over, and come through, and I'll show you what that looks like. Back, back, and through. Now that tiny amount of fanning is what actually opens the net up. And those weights will be coming from up over your head, coming through here, and then when you release it, those weights will be going back up into the sky, and then it will allow you to just snap your weights down on the front, and the net will actually drag your weights across the ground as it's going out, like a snowplow, if you do it right. And that's how you get a good fan. And if you guys watch till the end, I'm going to play a little game where I'm going to try to cover the entire pitcher's mound with this 12-foot net. And I'll do it uncut, so you guys will get to see the good throws and the bad throws, at the risk of looking like the worst net thrower on YouTube. We load it again, pop those leads over, and then we'll give it a little chuck up over here. So rock your weights this way, front, back, and out. And that's the throw. So front, back, out is a throw like this. I'll show you guys what that throw looks like. That went way up over the pitcher's mound. Now that net opened, and I mean, it wouldn't have mattered if that was a 14, 15, or 16-foot net. That net just was open. So you can throw really, really big nets this way. Next attempt, okay, we're gonna try to cast right over this pitcher's mound, and I want every part of that red covered in webbing. We will see how many attempts it takes to get that. We'll see if I can cover that entire pitcher's mound. Get ready. Oh. All right. I'll show you, that's attempt number one. There's a little tangled on this side. That was not the best throw ever. The net's got a big rip in it right here. Look at the size of that hole. Anyways, yeah, those leads were tangled on the edges. Again, that adds another layer of challenge with this net, is it tangles about half the throws. So that was throw number 1. Well, let's throw it again. I already threw my first shot, so this is throw number 2. We'll see what happens. Oh, I overthrew it. That one went too long. This net is just it is probably gonna be retired after this video. I don't think I'm gonna throw this net again. It's driving me crazy. All right. But it makes for a entertaining video net. Look at that. This is the problem. Jeez. That was such a good throw too. I'm gonna have to look at that back on camera because I feel like that one would have been the perfect throw. All right, we are on throw number 4. Whew, okay. Ah, jeez, look at that. I can't get this line to not. You know what? I'm gonna take this line completely off. So for the purposes of this game, we are getting rid of this blue rope. Guys, and the other thing is I didn't even put a swivel on this net. So the more I throw it, the more the net kind of spins and twists itself up. So what that does is that all the twists go into the rope, and at some point the rope just is all coiled up, twisted up. So we're getting rid of that problem. Now we'll get it. Now we'll land it over the. There we go. All right, we'll get it this time. Okay. Ah, almost. Throw number 5. I'll show you guys. Number 6, but I have a plan this time I'm gonna try to throw it. I'm gonna drop the edge closest to me. So I'm gonna lay it on the ground, and I'm gonna have the net then dragging that lead line, and maybe that will cause it to stretch a little bit more and open up all the way. So when I throw it, I'm going to just lay the lead line down right in front of me, and hopefully that net will start dragging it right over the pitcher's mound, and that'll get it. All right, here we go. Kick that over. So I'm gonna get, when I do that, I'm gonna get a little lower. I'm gonna drop down and just try to chuck it. Yes! All right, that seemed to work better, guys. That was a pretty good open. So we did, I mean, I don't think the net will open more than that with a throw. I think you kind of have to pull it. But that strategy worked. And that's kind of what I do when I'm, throwing in the water. Is when I chuck it, I'll try to drop that lead line in at some point. And then once that lead line hits the water, it causes the webbing to kind of stretch even farther, and you get a bigger open with it. There we go. All right. Well, guys, it doesn't seem like it's going to get better than that in terms of throwing, but if you're still here and you want to see me throw again, I'll just chuck it one more time, see if I can repeat it. Oh, shot to the left. But that seems like it opens this net a lot better when I just drop that lead line right in front of me and just let that net carry itself out. It's about the same size open as the pitcher's mound, it's just a little to the left. But if the pitcher's mound was a big snook or a tarpon, which, guys, I actually caught a tarpon a couple of days ago in the ocean, and it was a good size one. Unfortunately, the cameras were not rolling. I was just taking my little boys out. But yeah, that was shocking, honestly.